figures out. Do you ghost guys?
Oh, that's my favorite thing
You
to
love
do.
ghosting a guy?
I love, because it's so fun, because girls aren't usually good at ghosting.
Okay.
I feel like. Especially, like, if they develop something with the guy, they're not really good at it. But I am, and I love doing it.
So you'll just ghost the fuck out of dudes.
I broke up with one guy.
Fill me in.
We were dating for, like, 6 months, and, like, he never paid for anything.
Scumbag.
And I'm super, like, down to earth. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, you have to pay for me, this and that. Like, if I'm seriously dating you. And after, like, 6 months or so, I was just like, it was a problem. Because not one single thing he paid for. And he was just like, well, like, I'm not gonna put you for this, and that. And I was like, okay. I was like, talk to you later. Blocked him. Never have spoken to him since.
She thinks she won that situation, but reality is, dude hit for free, never paid for a thing, and then she never talked to him again. Sounds like a debut for the guy.
So this girl is Noella. She is the youngest trans model to ever walk in New York Fashion Week, and she's only 10 years old. Now, her parents are both trans masculine and said that she started showing signs of gender dysphoria at 2 years old, and then she began to social transition at age 4 after undergoing psychological therapy for this gender dysphoria, and that she never felt like she was a boy and was always attracted to feminine things. Now, this poor boy was transitioned and groomed and exploited by its parents at the age of 2 years old. Now, Noella's parents have already stated that they have already set up for Noella to undergo medical and surgical transitioning by the time she is 16 years old, and they already have plans for puberty blockers and other things prior to that point. This is a prime example of child exploitation and abuse, and these parents forcing their own ideologies and agenda onto children, and it should be illegal. This is the definition.
This is child abuse unless you live in a pagan society. This is terrifying and horrifying.
Would you prefer to date a guy who had a promiscuous past or was a virgin?
I would want him to have a promiscuous past because I like a guy that has like that history,
experience,
the trauma,
honestly, yeah,
the sex.
Who's been through a lot, so he knows how to improve going on to the forward relationship.
I wouldn't
you know
want
what
some
I mean?
pussy boy, honestly.
So you prefer bad boys?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why go after the guys who most people would say aren't shit?
Because I like to fix people, and because I'm a bad bitch, so I feel like most bad boys are also, like any bad boy I've gone after,
I feel
they
like
kind
the
of
guys
have that.
who are considered not shit are the guys who are also like make the most effort to
and it's just the
be
spice,
better.
like it's just so the sex,
they
like
put
the
in the
passion,
effort
just
to
like wanting to know if they're gonna text you or not. Like it honestly is like, it's like a high.
Is it tough to date with this guy as your father?
Well, we're single, so.
I'm hoping they turn out to be spinsters. I'm working on it.
It's very difficult.
Just stay home forever.
Yeah?
Very difficult. You know, he's quite intimidating to most, and most of the time when they come over to meet the parents, they don't necessarily return.
Yeah.
Simply because he's just so scary.
I'm pretty nice.
Well, yeah, you're friendly.
He's cleaning his knife.
He doesn't say
he's
hello.
shaking hands.
I don't trust their intentions.
Why are you concerned about, like, why are you so worried about who they're going to date? What are you worried about?
Because I know men.
That's something that's missing from society, is a strong father protecting his daughters from creeps and weirdos. This was obviously a bit of a joke and skit, but it remains relevant and highly important for women to have their father around growing up.
The reality is, you're 39 now. You had a high value guy before when you were younger. It's going to be significantly harder to get one now at 39.
I don't think so.
Men value youth and beauty.
Baby, look at me.
But you're not young anymore.
You're looking at it wrong.
I'm looking at it objectively.
Well, I don't care about my age. It's about how I look. I take care of myself.
That's cool.
You know.
But you got to ask yourself. It's not about what you care about. You got to ask, what do the men care about? Men.
Well, why don't you ask them? They're blowing up my phone. Go ask them.
Men overwhelmingly prefer younger women. This has been proven across all different types of, culture, socioeconomic statuses, ages, etc. Men overwhelmingly between 18 and 60 prefer women that are 18 to 24.
No, I can tell you that.
Good morning, fruity. Looking juicy. Good morning, fruity.
This is how it goes. Hoe phase in the 20s, settle down in the 30s. Don't fall for the trap, gentlemen.
How old are you?
21.
21.
What do you think happens when women turn 30?
When they turn 30?
They become more well-rounded, they become more self-respecting, and they start to have a lot higher standards
the standards that they should have the entire time, they grow into themselves and they start to meet people that are worthy of their time.
They start getting Botox, usually.
I already get that.
BBLs,
Hell yeah.
boob jobs,
Hell yeah.
plastic surgery.
Hell yeah.
Can I interview you for a moment?
What's going on in your head?
Do you think there's anything wrong with getting Botox, BBLs, plastic surgery, the like?
No.
Okay, that was my only question.
Women in this country still make 77 cents on the dollar for what men make. So if women don't make less than men?
Actually, if you start looking at the numbers, Rachel, there are lots of reasons for that.
Wait.
Well,
Don't tell
first
me
of
the
all,
reasons why. Do women make less than men for doing the same work?
No, because...
Wow.
Okay.
Well,
for example, men work an average of 44 hours a week. Women work 41 hours a week. Men go into professions like engineering, science, and math that earn more. Women want more flexible
Listen, this is not a math is hard.
No. Yes, it is, actually.
No, it isn't.
Well,
No, listen.
All right, let Rachel frame it, though, the way you
Right now,
laid it out.
women are making 77 cents on the dollar for what men are making.
But that's not true. If so, every greedy businessman in America would hire only women, save 25%, and be hugely profitable. And I love how passionate you are. I wish you were as right about what you're saying as you are passionate about it. I really do.
Sigma male absolutely destroys angry 40-year-old butch-headed feminist with facts. Too emotional to understand or comprehend said logic, so she will continue on living in hate until she dies and her band of cats eat her.
These are 3 signs that you're not attractive. First one's pretty simple. You're ugly. Let's not try to sit here like you don't know if you're ugly or not. You're not a female. You can't just act like you're not ugly. As a man, we just gotta accept it. That's why there's so many people switching teams, because they just can't accept that they're ugly. And since they know that women don't accept reality, they slap a wig on. But anyways, to know if you're ugly, let's just be real. All the shots that you throw up in the DM, how many actually land? How many shots do you make? If you don't land at least 90% of your shots, you're ugly. On a scale 1 through 10, if you look at yourself in the mirror and you're below a 4, you're ugly. Really, a 6, you're ugly. But it's okay though, just have personality, maybe that'll save you. Number 2, you wear Dior Sauvage. Now, I don't give a fuck what you look like. If you wear Dior Sauvage, you already lose 10 points. That makes you a 0. Y'all gonna keep wearing that bullshit, and I'm really gonna get y'all dealt with. Cause I don't play that shit. Y'all know I don't fuck with Dior Sauvage. So if you wear Dior Sauvage, fuck you, you're ugly. Number 3, you're short. Yes, height makes you ugly. Yes, height makes you unattractive. Because what woman is gonna want a man under 5'5"? Shit, it's 2023. Women done lost their mind. If you're under 6'2", you're ugly. You're unattractive. You're short. Like, I don't understand what's your problem with being short. I don't know why y'all keep choosing this shit. Just grow. It's not that hard. If you have a problem growing, just spray this shit on. You know, I heard it was made with bullshit. So maybe it'll help you grow.
It's men. Sometimes women go for ugly men because they have a cool personality. It's the men that fuck it up.
It is. I agree.
I promise you. Literally just men.
It is really just men.
I want to call someone out right now, but I'm not going to.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that. You good.
Don't do that.
I'm so loving and tolerant. I can feel
Single women who are over 50 years old who have been reaching out to me for wife coaching tips, I'm no longer taking them. Don't pay the money through my website because I'm just going to refund it to you. I've had a couple of experiences this week, and here's why. Most of you, not all, but 99% of the women who are 53 and older, specifically 53, 55, 57, 59, 61, 64, in those age brackets, have been the most challenging for me to coach because the standards are unrealistically high. I get that you're old school and I get that your mom raised you to only interact with gentlemen, but most of the men who do all of the stuff that you're wanting are dead, or they're not looking for 55 or 57-year-old women. There are some younger men who do that, and you don't want an old man because he can't perform in bed. Well, the younger men don't want an older woman because some of you have arthritis, some of you have missing teeth, you have gray hair, you have grandkids. Like, you got to be realistic and balanced in your thinking. So listen, the other thing is these social media dating sites or whatever you call these things, I've seen modernized female whores in those sites, meeting strange men, having sex with them. You don't know them. And I'm talking about women of God. You've got to make some shifts and some changes in how you think and how you process if you want to be married. Now, if you just want to be somebody's jump off and you just want to be somebody's cougar, or somebody's
This woman is saying what men have been thinking for decades. This is just facts. Would be fun to hear some of the stories she's got from being a dating coach, though.
Clear as water, this the one made Jesus take his sandals off. Come knock on the
I end up 35 and single, so what?
Seeing my grandparents holding my cousin's kids and how happy they look, and I'm not gonna get to see that, witness that, experience that.
Is it because you're being an independent woman? Here's the thing too, right, is that this is the issue with modern women. They say that they want to be independent and they keep that same energy, right, for a long time throughout their entire 20s, early 20s and later 20s. So now when it comes down to them being much older, they actually want to start a family. The older a woman gets, the less fertile she is. What happens is that these women go through their entire 20s and 30s talking about having high body counts or it's okay to be independent and be alone. Then when it comes down to having a family, it's going to be much more difficult for that older woman to find a man who is ready for a family or want to make a family at her age. A lot of men are going to go for women who are much younger, who actually have the energy to be able to raise a family rather than an older woman, at least with the men who actually have selection.
I had a story where I got done fucking a girl. I nutted on her chest, or like her stomach.
She put it in. No. Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck up?
I acted like I had to go get a rag in the bathroom. I turn around. She's going like this.
Oh my God, that's vile, bro.
I said, stay right there. Got a plan B. She took it.
You gotta be careful out there, my guys. That is insane. I remember a podcast Tom Lakis did back in the day about putting Tabasco sauce in the condom after you were done using it. Stay safe, guys.
Got a single 46-year-old woman. She's found herself in an unhappy situation. She's got a lot to say.
I want a relationship, that's what I want. I had all the adventures. I have all the stories to tell. I just want somebody that I can count on.
All I just heard is that she had all the partying. She was out there finding herself for a really long time. She's 46. How appetizing to a man to know that you got all the nasty out of your system. And now here he is. You want someone reliable and dependable now that you did all that. And he gets to have that consistent image of you doing all the nasty with everybody before because you just told him. How desirable. Why is the brain dead so thick? I'll tell you why. Because all of these women absorb all of this modern feminism for so long, and women lie to them. They tell them that guys are somehow going to receive that information well. And that guy is just like, bye. See you later. You had all the stories? I don't want to know. I don't want to have to go to the STD clinic either on my way out of here, honey.
Huh? You want me to rate you?
Rate me, yeah.
All right, give me a little double spin real quick. Oh, damn. Bro, what were you rated, bro?
Lie if you want to, I'm gonna punch you.
I ain't finna lie, bro. She like an 8.5, like a 9. No, don't be punching me. Don't be punching me, bro. Don't be punching me.
Damn, bro, what the fuck? She just dropped down to a goose egg. Big ol' 0. Women be way too comfortable physically abusing men, and bro wasn't having any of it.
Girl,
Stay the fuck away from her.
Bro, I don't even like skinny girls.
Exactly, so what the fuck you talking to her for?
Because she does my homework. I didn't want to tell you this.
Never get emotional over a girl, and never pick fights with a dude over a girl. Just move on.
So does that mean that we should walk around and not aim to have the best man? Like we should just be like settling and saying that we are gonna settle for the less than guy?
To be very candid with you, most women don't deserve a high value man. Most women barely qualify for an average guy. And a lot of women think that they deserve an above average man, and the reality is a lot of y'all don't. A guy that's 5'7", making 37, 40K per year, he's probably gonna be a fantastic and good husband, but a lot of women would never give him a chance. He's invisible to a lot of women. I think more girls need to get their dating standards on par with where they actually stand. Only in 2023 in the United States do we have women that are very average saying, I deserve a top tier guy in the top 1%. Well, are you prepared to deal with the problems that come with that? Are you prepared to have him other girls? Are you prepared to only see him once a week? If that, if you're lucky, are you prepared for him to not be around and give you as much attention as you want? Girls want high value guys, but they don't want to deal with high value problems, because the problem is that a lot of y'all think that you're special and you deserve this guy, but you're not willing to deal with the consequences of being with that guy. You have to bust his ass to get to that point. Y'all didn't. So you're going to have to concede.
Would you date me long term?
Do you have stable income as far as also a lot of savings built up, 20K at least?
No.
Do you have a lot of guys that you talk to, or are you more of a monogamous type of woman?
I talk to a few guys.
Okay. My final follow-up question is, would you be posting a lot of provocative pictures online, or are you more of a church type of girl?
I haven't been to church in years, and yes, I post a lot of provocative things online.
All right, well, I'm gonna need you to exit my table.
What?
Por favor.
Oh my god.
Eora, no.
Okay.
She's talking to multiple men, and she got provocative photos on the internet. That alone disqualifies her from me taking her serious for a serious, committed relationship. I don't see a girl like that as the mother of my children. I'm just gonna be honest. And this man was straight up, no simpering. He knows what he wants.